Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S with another video. And as the title hopefully alludes to, this one is about business. For some reason on Tuesday about banking, business, investment, and that kind of thing. Um, I used to be interested in wanting to set up my own business, but nowadays I want to set up a business, but it would be uh, a not-for-profit kind of thing, which would help people in developing nations in terms of business, enterprise, entrepreneurship, or that kind of thing, which I use those terms interchangeably. But I'm just reacting in a way kind of to something I heard from a South African motivational speaker, and I think he's a business person as well, entrepreneur, whatever the difference is, and that kind of thing. But anyway, he was saying about, he was asking an audience of people. I think if I pronounce his name right, it's Vusi Thembekwayo. If anyone's from South Africa or knows the pronunciation from South Africa, please let me know how to pronounce that properly. But Vusi Thembekwayo, I think his name is. But it's great to see Black South Africans achieving, I think, because of what they went through during apartheid. That took me by surprise. The cat just jumped on my shoulder. I don't know if you saw that. But anyway, sorry. Although I mainly wish to focus on Asia this month and in May and June. But yeah, sorry. I wish to solely pretty much focus on Asia in April, May, and June. But yeah, Vusi Thembekwayo, again, apologies if I got his name wrong, but said that he asked the audience, has anyone got a business plan? And he said something like, good, if you've got a business plan, rip it up or even burn it and watch it burn. And he mentioned about, I think it was after 1930, after the stock market crash, they asked for business plans, and he said they went through the same thing, the SWOT analysis and all that kind of thing, which is the same thing that where businesses went wrong in the first. But I wonder, and I'd love to read from and hear from anyone who's ran a business who could offer advice to people, especially in Asia, let's say, on what you think about what it takes to run a business generally. Actually, I suppose due to my patterns, I think of a 9 as a backward P, so it reminds me of paperwork and plans and things like that. And as today is the 9th of April, that's why I'm thinking of like business planning, as it's a Tuesday as well. I hope that makes some sort of sense. I know I'm a bit mad, or very mad even. But yeah, I'd love to know from business people, like what do you think it takes? Or I suppose if you've got experience of running a business, unlike me, then you'll know what it takes probably. But when I was at college, to run a successful business, obviously. So I'd love to know from people so that can advise other people, and hopefully I can share that information with people, especially in Asia and in the future in Africa and Latin America as well. And on that note, I think it'd be cool if businesses from Africa and Asia and Latin America and whatnot networked with each other from former colonies and or emerging market economies, and help each other. They can help each other's economies to grow, help each other to learn from each other, and help to promote their businesses and whatnot. And obviously market, promote, and ultimately sell their goods, services, items, products, and whatnot. But yeah, when I was at college a long time ago, believe it or not, I actually went to college for a while. I'm not hugely into academia, but I suppose someone managed to convince me to go to college. But I don't think I got a huge amount out of it, but it was quite fun, I suppose, which is something, I guess. But yeah, when I went to college, a lot of people said, or at least one of the tutors said about planning, and a lot of people, when you want to run a business, they say planning is really important, is the most thing. And I suppose part of me does think, if those college tutors knew that much about business, why wouldn't they make their own business? Although it's not that easy to run a business. But I'd love to read from and hear from business people. Like, I suppose another thing is that people talk about in business is like it takes a lot of hard work to run a business. I wonder if anyone out there has ran a business and just had to work smart and found a smart way. If anyone can find an easy way to run a business and make a lot of money legally, I must stress, I think it'd be cool to read about and hear about that. As I say, me personally, I'm not that materialistic, as I often mentioned in previous videos. If you see my other videos, I used to be, but I'm not now really. So really, I want to run a business which would be I want to run M.K.S enterprises, but for the benefit of what I often call the 6, which I often mention. So especially this point in time, I'm mainly thinking of Asia. All Asian nations and businesses, but especially Malaysia, India, Indonesia, and Singapore, which I have to mention. But yeah, I'd love to read from and hear from business people. I hope that many will stumble across this video, and I think it'd be great to get involved in the discussion in the comments. And also, those who are interested in business obviously could read the comments. I know I haven't really offered much of a solution myself. I've mainly asked questions in this video. As someone who's never run my own business, I can't really give the answers, to be honest with you. But someone who's run a business will know what it takes, whether it takes hard work or effort. And maybe most businesses do that and do put a lot of effort in. Whereas someone might have found an easy way to run a business. I'd love to be mentored by those people. Again, not for myself really so much as, although it would be interesting to learn, but rather for me to help others. So I know people say it's got to be hard work, but I wonder if you believe in a self-fulfilling prophecy, then, or the law of attraction or whatever, I think that's pretty much the same thing. Then I suppose saying it's going to be hard, maybe that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But maybe some people have found an easy way to run a business. And I think that'd be really cool to read and hear about, although some might say there's no such thing. But if someone's found a way, then I suppose other people might just not have found that way. I hope that made sense again. But yeah, if someone can find an easy way, I don't really believe in luck or whatnot, but I suppose if you found a method, then that works for you, that's cool. And to me, like, business is a science, really. It's a science of experimentation. You perhaps have to fail, unfortunately, and make a lot of mistakes and even fail to learn from your mistakes. But anyway, I think we're going to wrap this up. But I hope people get involved in the discussion, anyone who's interested in running a business, and those who know about a business, again, those who have run a business and have success at such, because you'll know what it takes. So it'd be interesting for people to get involved in whether they think planning is important, whether they think hard work is essential, and if you don't work hard or plan, then you will fail. So people who can talk about what's essential, what's basically necessary, I suppose that's the same sort of thing. The bare necessities of a business, like what you definitely have to have. And I suppose, I mean, I've heard from people like, from interviews, like from people like Elon Musk and Bill Gates, and they say, and others as well, so you've got to work hard. And I suppose people might say you might have some level of success by just working smart, but to have continuous success and longevity, then you have to work hard. I mean, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and most of the successful billionaires and some of the richest people in the world have worked really hard. Although that one's ambition, obviously, as I say, it's not my own. Because if I did, if I was a billionaire, I would give most of my money away, even if I was a trillionaire as well. But I suppose it depends on what level of success you want. But my favorite entrepreneur probably is Warren Buffett, because he certainly, I mean, what he does and what he says might be two different things, and how much wealth he actually has might not be what they say. But supposedly one of the richest people in the world, and he said he's supposedly one of the richest people in the world, and he said hard work, they say hard work won't kill you, but I don't want to take that risk. So he's my type of entrepreneur, quite a laid back type of guy. But I'd love to know what you think, as I say, if you run a business, especially, because you'll know what it takes. But also those who are interested in business might want to read the comments and see what people say and what we can learn from each other as a community. And I hope to help, as I say, entrepreneurs, especially in Asia. Anyway, I am out. Peace and love.